I think the reason Overwatch has been so successful and initially was so successful and has lasted so long is because of the character designs, the aesthetic of the game. I think so many of that, specifically the original heroes, had such great character design that it kind of carries the game a little bit. You know, like some of the heroes you don't like playing as, but you can appreciate their design. And I'm going to spend this just kind of ranting and raving about some of these character designs that I think were done so well and some of my favorites. First up, we're talking about Hanzo. Hanzo, I think, is my favorite out of everybody. This is going to be weird, but his hair is just amazing. Something about his hair and face just looks so cool to me. I think his like kind of legs and lower body is a bit strange, but that's alright. Hanzo, I think, has a fantastic design, and it's not just about how the hero looks, that's a big part of it, but also about some more like gameplay aspects, sort of things, which just like cohesion between their abilities as well. Hanzo has dragons, which I think pairs really well with his design. His ultimate, it just is really just chef's kiss with his design. Recon Arrow no one really cares about. I like Scatter Arrow a lot more, but I think the Storm Arrow makes more sense with his design as a character. And there's just something so nice about having bow and arrow heroes in the game. Like, especially in a game like Overwatch, where if you look at the other heroes, there's so many different types of ways to damage. There's guns, hit scan guns, projectile guns, turrets, rocket launchers, hooks, shotguns, scrap guns, Zarya's beam, like all these different things. And then there's just a bow and arrow, the classic icicles, like, and then you just go to Hanzo and he just has a bow, and it's just so nice and rewarding to have bow and arrows in games like Overwatch. So yeah, I love Hanzo's design. I think it's one of the best in the game, and I don't think it can be topped. And I also hate the Overwatch 2 redesign for Hanzo. It's terrible. I will never use the Overwatch 2 design for Hanzo ever in my entire life. Now it's time for McCree. McCree, like Hanzo, has an amazing design that makes you want to play the character. McCree as a character in Overwatch, like, in terms of his kit and stuff, isn't that interesting, but his character design is so good. Just a perfect cowboy. Again, it's the face, man. He just looks cool. McCree's just awesome looking. He's got cowboy boots. He's got the poncho that covers his metal arm that you punch people with. That's his melee. It's so cool. And just like Hanzo, the redesign for McCree is terrible. It's too cybernetic compared to the original, in my opinion. It just overdoes it. The poncho turns into like a weird jacket thing. He's got like a full beard. I like the original McCree a lot more. And again, his revolver looks so cool. It's just straight out of like an old-timey thing, but it also has modern elements to it with the bullets that are more cybernetic to give that modern spin on such a classic weapon. And this is going to be pretty unrelated, but I think his flashbang, in terms of just his cohesion as a character, this is what I'm saying. When they rework heroes, they move away from the cohesion for balance, which I understand. It makes sense, and in no way am I saying that's a bad thing. It's probably a good thing. But for McCree, the flashbang just worked a lot better for him design-wise than this weird grenade thing that auto tracks. It just feels so weird for McCree. Like there's no gimmick with him. He's just a precision hit scan character, and now he has a tracking grenade. It's just weird. But his design overall is very good. I love the McCree design. I think Blizzard knocked it out of the park with this one as well. Another OG hero with a amazing design to help make the game look so unique and good. I spent so long on the first two that I'm just going to kind of rapid fire a few of these because I think all of them are very good, but McCree and Hanzo are my favorite. Soldier 76 is a great design. Very mysterious, I like the rough old soldier look. It's very nice. It's a good design. Genji, same thing. One of the most recognizable characters in Overwatch. Very unique design. Again, the Overwatch 2-1 I think is bad for Soldier and Genji, but Genji's I think is worse. Love the original Genji design. Very good, very clean, very cool. Reaper, great design in my opinion. Tracer, also a great design. Widowmaker, awesome design, awesome character in general with Widowmaker. Same thing with Tracer. Tracer's very unique in terms of her gimmicks that make her very enjoyable. Lucio, I'm going to talk a little bit more at length about Lucio. Lucio has such an amazing design. I actually like his Overwatch 2 redesign. I prefer the original, but his redesign is pretty good too. With the skates and just this whole thing with the music and this sound gun, it's so cool. Lucio is so cool. I love playing him, and I think most of that is because of his design. Reinhardt's really awesome. Hate his new design though. Just this big burly guy with a hammer. Gotta love Reinhardt's design. Besides that, I think I'll briefly mention a few character designs I'm not so fond of. I think first is Ana. Never loved Ana's original design. I don't think it's bad, but I just never fell in love with it. It's just kind of okay to me. Same thing with Mei. All the heroes I'm talking about here that I don't like the original design, I probably have a skin on. Everyone else I have the original, but like Ana and Mei, I have a skin for them because I don't think they look all that great on their own. Just kind of mid. Orisa, don't like her design at all. Zarya, I've never been that big of a fan of her original design. I think it's kind of boring and basic, and I'm not too big of a fan of her or her redesign in that department. What am I saying? In that department. Symmetra, I don't think has that great of a design. Don't like Torb that much either. These are heroes I don't play, and I think it's because they look stupid to me. I'll also say Wrecking Ball. I don't like Wrecking Ball's design very much. I get it, it's a gimmick. He's a hamster and a ball. It's supposed to be funny. I don't like it. And I want to talk about Bastion, because specifically in his original versus redesign, Bastion's original design is great. Especially, I love the overgrown skin because of the short. It's awesome. But his redesign, the hat is awesome. If the original had the hat, it would be if all his redesign is that he got a hat, that would be fantastic. But it's so rounded. It looks like Mega Blocks to me. It looks like, I know he has a Lego skin, but it looks like a Mega Blocks sort of skin, and I'm not a fan of it at all. I think Bastion's Overwatch 2 redesign is the perfect encapsulation of having a bad redesign, and that goes for a lot of the heroes. But I guess fitting to end with Bastion. That's all I have to say about these heroes. I've gone at length about it. This is gonna be boring, but I like talking about stuff like this. Thanks for watching.